Hey yo, fans of the fucking sport, what up? What up? It's Lamar with Slide Sports TV back at it again. Chill. We're gonna get right into it, man. We're gonna get right into it because I see what's happening. Um I see what's happening out here in regards to the Ravens, and I want to discuss it, right? I want to discuss it because I see a lot of shit takes happening out here, right? I see a lot of fanboyism and shit takes happening out here. I spoke on this before in one of my prior Ravens videos, but like a lot of these guys, you got to realize a lot of these guys that you hear with Ravens channels, they're not Ravens fans, right? They started their channels. Go back and look. They started their channels when Lamar Jackson came. They're Lamar Jackson fans. They're Lamar Jackson fans. They're Ravens fans by extension. They're not really Ravens fans, though. They're fans of one guy, right? They're fans of one guy. Normally, it's like who cares? Who gives a fuck what a fan thinks, right? We don't really care about that. But now, in this age of social media, narratives, you can weave a pretty mean narrative really quick and get a bunch of dummies to agree, right? So we have to balance some of these ideas. We have to balance some of these shitty takes with some common sense, right? Just a little bit of common sense, not any act of rebellion, not anything trying to rip the team apart, not anything like that. Just common damn sense, right? We need a reset to common sense. We got a new coach now. We have a new coach. But unfortunately, a lot of Ravens fans have a single mom mentality when it comes to our coach, right? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by a single mom mentality when it comes to the coach? I guess what I mean is, like, a lot of you guys, it sounds like you want to hold this new coach's feet to the fire for things that John Harbaugh did. You want to hold this new coach hostage for things that John Harbaugh wasn't able to do. And I'll include EDC in it. Even though EDC's still here, EDC's in it. But guess what? Harbaugh was allowed to go around EDC, right? I don't want to say go around. I mean, that's the culture that they have. That's the rule they have, is that the coach and the GM kind of work hand in hand, and they both go to the owner. My thing is, okay. Point being, you don't punish, like, this new coach needs space and time to operate, right? He doesn't need a bunch of butthurt Ravens fans who are what's the word I'm looking for? Who have PTSD from what John Harbaugh did, getting in his way, right? You guys got to turn the fucking page. You guys got to turn the page. What you're doing, what a lot of you have right now, you have a single mom mentality. What is a single mom mentality? I already spread it. I talked about it. You're going to punish this new coach for things Harbaugh didn't do. For instance, let's take our last regular season game, right? Let's take our last game. We needed that win to get into the playoffs. And let me just go ahead and preface everything I'm saying. I'm so glad we lost that game. Anybody that knows me, I'm pretty sure I did a video. I was hoping and praying we would lose that game. Well, I didn't pray, but I definitely was hoping that we would lose that game, right? For sure. Anybody knows that that's what I was going for. I was hoping we would lose. So I got what we wanted. But the players didn't want to lose. Lamar Jackson didn't want to lose that game, right? Lamar Jackson was out there. He played well enough to win. Lamar Jackson made the plays at the end of that game. He made the plays necessary for us to win that game. Right? But we didn't. Why? Did we lose that game because the offense couldn't get it going in crunch time? Or did we lose that game because the defense couldn't get off the damn field? Common sense, right? Common sense, guys. Not fanboy. We don't do fanboy over here. I get it. Lamar Jackson is a great player. He's your favorite player. Let's talk about why we lost the fucking game. Let's talk about why we lost most of those games last season. Right? Most of those games we lost last season was because of our defense. It was because of our defense. Why am I bringing all of this up? Because I got to turn on YouTube and hear a bunch of guys like with huge channels, guys with channels like they're supposed to know what they're talking about. But these guys are like, no, we're everything, anything Lamar, we need to get everything. These guys are talking like we got to sell the fucking franchise to Lamar Jackson. Like the head coach needs to be an offensive coordinator. We need another offensive coordinator. We need line. Of course we need a line. We need we need receivers. Everything. They want everything to go through Lamar Jackson. And that's not how we lost last season. You see what I'm saying? The fanboy shit. It's the fanboy shit. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Anybody that watched those games, know the offense is not why we. So why are you guys getting on YouTube saying, no, we need to get this coordinator, we need to get that coordinator, we need to get this head coach, that head coach. Like everything's got to be for Lamar. Guess what happens if we would have got Cliff Kingsbury, right? Cliff Kingsbury comes in. The Ravens have top players. They have good players on offense. Not in the trenches so much, but they have good playmakers. They got players. Kingsbury comes in, razzle dazzle. They score a bunch of points. After a season, Kingsbury's gone. See? Kingsbury's gone. And we're right back in the same boat looking for the same thing again. No. I applaud the hiring of the new coordinator. His name escapes me. Declan Doyle. I applaud the hiring of Declan Doyle, right? Do I know what he can do? No. But I trust, like, you guys, players play, coaches coach, GMs manage, right? GMs manage. So I got to assume that they vetted this guy. I assume that they vetted this guy. What else do I have to go by? Chicago. Chicago was a trash heap before that coaching staff got there. I got to assume that he gleaned quite a few things from the head coach up there. Right? So, yeah, I like what the Ravens are doing. And I'm glad they're not listening to you online cocksuckers. I'm glad. Right? Which brings me to my other point. Yes, we lost a bunch of games because of our defense. And then we lost some other games because of what? Because of our offense, right? Let's talk about those games. And I'm not talking about the Cooper Rush games. Like, he sucks. We know about Cooper Rush. I'm talking about what Lamar Jackson was playing before he got hurt. That ball, every now and then, that ball needs to come out, bro. That ball needs to come out. Why are we not talking about that? This is what makes me, like, Ravens, I hate when people can't tell the truth, man. I hate when people can't tell the truth. It's like y'all hate the truth, you know? Like it would kill you to admit, hey, Lamar Jackson is extending plays that shouldn't be extended. Right? Does that make him a bad player? No. Am I hating? Oh, you hating. Somebody will. Somebody will say, you hating. I guarantee it. Somebody's going to say I'm hating. Because that's where we are as a society. Like anything. If you're not kissing ass, you hating. Well, I guess I'm just hating then. Guess I'm just hating. No problem. I'm hating so much here. Since I'm gonna take it a step further because we're gonna talk about this contract situation. I just to put it out there, right? First of all, guys, I don't have an agenda. What you see is what you get over here. I say what I feel, and I don't hide anything. If I didn't like Lamar Jackson, I have zero problem getting on here, puffing my chest up, and saying I don't like him. Right? There's been plenty of things that he's done that I didn't like, and I addressed it. But I won't go as far as to say I don't like him. He's good. He's too good. But he's not untouchable to me. Not like he is with you guys. Not untouchable. The Ravens clearly have chosen Lamar Jackson. Now, if they had come back with John Harbaugh, I could see Lamar Jackson feeling a way about that, right? But here's what I'm saying about Lamar Jackson. If you're going to be that guy, if you're going to be the big guy and the tough guy, and you're going to stand on business and hold the organization's feet to the fire and all that, say the shit with your chest, right? Say the shit with your, be a man, say it with your chest. Why is Steve Bisciotti getting up to the podium and telling us that you said that you didn't have a problem with Harbaugh? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? So you like, bro, are you in or out? You didn't have a problem with Harbaugh. You didn't have a problem with Monken, bro. So did you have a problem with the results we were getting? Speak, like, use your words, bro. Use your words. Use your words. And I'm gonna tell you, Ravens fans, something. I don't care. Look, I don't give a fuck what you guys think. Like, you guys are weird anyway. I already know most of you got that I'll just say that mindset anyway. You know, most of you got that mindset anyway. I don't give a fuck what you guys think. And I'm going to tell you this. If you think Lamar Jackson is going to go into a negotiation with the Ravens, with Steve Bisciotti, a billionaire, and push them around, you fucking crazy. You're crazy. Did you see the press conference when the reporter asked Steve Bisciotti, hey, do you want Lamar to be the face of your franchise? He quickly and without hesitation said, I want him to be my quarterback. Face of the front. You the quarterback. Players play. Be the quarterback. Do that. Right? Do that. And here's the thing. Recognize where your bread is buttered as well. You can get puffed up and think, hey, I can go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Cool. Do you remember when they played hardball with you the last time and not one team wanted you? Remember that? Not one team tried to make a trade for you. Not one team wanted you. Remember that? The Ravens wanted you. The Ravens want you. But this idea that Ravens fans have that Lamar Jackson is going to be treated like LeBron James and given excuse after excuse, no, this ain't that. We don't do that. We don't fucking do that. Listen, here's my stance on Lamar Jackson. I want the guy here. Lamar Jackson is the closest thing to Michael Jordan that we have in our sport. But he's Michael Jordan before the championships. At some point, even Michael Jordan, he had to figure out what he was doing that was holding the team. How about I not say that? I'm not even going to say that. Michael Jordan had to figure out a way to win. He had to figure out a way to win. Lamar Jackson has to figure out a way to win. And I know a lot of you guys are like punching the air and cussing me out and I'm a hater and this and that. I know that. But here's the thing. Drop it in the comments what I lied about. Drop the lie in the comments. Right? Drop the lie in the comments. Which one of you guys can say Lamar Jackson has, like, he plays, like, all right, here's what I'll say. Lamar Jackson has to play mistake-free playoff games. Right? Mistake-free. That's really, Lamar Jackson just needs to play mistake-free, period. Like, there's a certain way that we play, like in 2023, that style of play calling and Lamar Jackson, that style, that works. But see, that style is not going to get him 300 yards passing and 5 touchdown passes in a game, and like it's not going to get that. It's more of a ball control off, but he cannot be stopped in that mode. That's why he won the MVP. He didn't have MVP numbers. He didn't have MVP numbers. Right? He won the MVP because he was unstoppable that season. So that's the way we need to play. And I'm so glad that Jesse Minter, it sounds like that's the way he's going. Taking some of the load off Lamar Jackson. Having that much load on a quarterback that needs to run as well, that makes a lot of people uncomfortable, man. That doesn't reek of a complete team. Right? So come on, guys. Come on. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to be a Ravens fan whether Lamar Jackson's here, whether he's not here. And guess what? I want Lamar Jackson here. I want him here. But if he's not, if anything happens where he's not here, I still think we'll be okay, guys. See, that's the difference. A lot of you guys shiver when I say that because you're not really Ravens fans. You can't envision, you don't want to envision this team without him. I don't either. But you can't envision this team without him. I've seen this team without Lamar Jackson. We won rings without, we haven't won one with him yet. Is it about winning or is it about something else? Idolatry? What is it? What is it about? I want to win. I feel like Lamar Jackson gives us the best chance. But you either got to be all in or get the fuck out. That's all I got. If you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.